Fisher Go Home here. Today we're going to do a how to install boat buckle retractable rod buckle. And we're going to be doing this with concealed conversion kit. Instead of having this big bulky sticking out of your boat, it look like that little tiny piece right there, which looks a lot better. In a lot of boats you can't even fit these big buckles, so that way you eliminate that. Before I forget, whenever you're deciding to drill holes into this boat or any boat, always get into the lockers, shove your hands back there, make sure it's empty. For instance, this boat has a tube that ends right here. That's why I mounted this piece after the tube, but I had to pull all the wires down and out of the way to be able to drill in here and do that without causing any damages. So I will go over the other side and see how it is and let you know if it's the same or not, but always check and see where you're drilling into, what's back there. Make sure you have enough room for this thing to even fit back there. I'll give a little more details as we go, but take the tips and tricks and hopefully they help you out. Stay tuned. What I recommend is you have a drill, some drill bits, a piece of tape, have a vacuum handy. You don't, when you're putting holes and cutting through stuff, we want to clean that fiberglass up. And we will also need a regular drill with a Phillips to tighten everything down. You get the actual boat buckle, and this will be the piece that goes right there for your buckle to lock into to hold your rods down. And you get 5 screws for the hardware, so that's that. And when you open your conversion kit, I'll show you what we're going to do with this piece. It's very important. Also, this one's going to play a part with the buckle, and this will be the piece that will be outside, just like this one. Alright, very important, guys. This is the most important part. Right here, they hook us up. They give us a mounting template. So what we're gonna do is cut it from right there and right here, so we have our mounting template, and I'll show you what to do with the next. Now that we have cut out the mounting template, we're gonna put that right here with those parts. If you look right here, this will show you exactly what you need to do with this clip. So what we're gonna do is take the actual buckle. Okay, then we're gonna take this piece, and this piece will align right here perfectly, but after we do this. So here's the little hard part, but it's super easy. So what we're gonna do is pull this out. Okay, hold on to this. I mean, you could put like a little clamp on there. I don't like to because it damages it, but pretty much just pull down. Just give it some time. As you can see, it's going more and more. Once we get about that middle, try to just twist it a little bit, and boom, see how it pops out. So if you push this down, all the way down, and then twist it, it pretty much pops out. But here's the trick. Whatever you do, do not let go of this. If you let go of this, it's going to retract inside of there, and that's it. Good luck. We're going to pop this out. So as you can see, this was inside of there. We pushed that down, popped it to the side, took it out. We're going to put this over here. Now grab this guy. While it's like that, slowly retract it, and let it sit. It's not gonna go anywhere. Don't mess with it, don't play with it. Now you're gonna grab this guy, put it right here, align the holes, and put the screws in from the back. Lines with that hole perfectly, as you can see. Now, if you're using a drill, use it at your own risk, because I know you guys like to over tighten stuff and break stuff, but what I do is I run the drill, tighten it up, but once you get close to the end, you can go a little bit more, you stop. Once we go to the end, stop. Now we have both the screws on. I'm gonna grab a Phillips, and I'm just gonna tighten it till it stops. Don't over tighten it, guys. And that's why I stop early. That way I can go over it with the Phillips, hand tighten it, make sure it's good. Now that we have this is gonna stay just like that, put to the side. We're gonna grab the template and our tape. Now that we have our tape and our template, we're gonna open the cubby, put our hands in here, just reach all the way back and see what's in here. If we got some clear room, we're gonna try to align it exactly to where that one is. So I am gonna do some measuring just to make sure, but we should be good. Okay guys, we're gonna get in this cubby. Nice and empty. Let me get my hand in there and see what's going on. Okay, so this side also has a tube that ends about right here, and there's some bigger, thicker wires here, but it seems like I can pull them down and make some room. Right now, I'm getting my hand past the point of the tube that ends right here. There's a big tube. I'm holding the wires that run across the tube and I'm pulling them down. If I were to place this here, like, that's the best area for me, where the wires are out of the way, but also I'm able to fit the whole buckle over there without anything being around it and not being able to put the buckle there. So I'm going to tape it right here, and I'm going to measure both sides. If both sides seem to be around the same area, then we'll make it a go. If not, just for visuals, I may move it around. So what I'm gonna do is, that was the best spot I found while reaching my hand in there, that I was able to have room to be able to fit the whole buckle in there with no wires or anything being in the way, and also being able to pull some wires down and drill without any wires or anything being in the way. But I'm going to measure both sides and make sure that these buckles sit in the same length and place. I want to make sure that is sitting in the same place as that. Seems like the other one is a little more here. So let me reach back in here. I can make that happen. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to grab the buckle and I'm going to shove my hand in there and put it back there and make sure it fits. I am going to pull this out and down, and I'm going to put it back there, make sure it fits. Oh yeah, we're good. I can even come in more if needed. We're going to tape it up really good. so it doesn't move. You're gonna want a perfect size drill bit that is gonna fit for your screw holes. Okay, so this one fits the circles perfectly. Fits it perfectly. We're gonna punch those holes out first. We're gonna put it right on the middle, and there's one. There's two. So these are done. We're gonna find one that fits perfectly in this hole. We're gonna start with back here. Hole number one. Again, make sure there's no wires in the way. Double check. There's hole number two. Hole number three. Hole number four. And hole number five. All right. Yeah, don't mind that, guys. It's best to go fast. That way, when you go fast, it works better. But you can also just grind it to the left like this. Alright, at this point, we take all this off. Have this right here. But it might not look pretty right now, but it will. And look at that. So it fits right in there. Check that out. Right? Right. So all we had to do was punch the two holes on the side. Make sure you're in the white space and you don't go any wider, because if you go smaller you can fix it. If you go wider, you're pretty much screwed. So this is something you want to do one time and you want to do correct. I like to use the drill bit and kind of slide it left to puncture through all the holes and kind of make it even, as you've seen. You can be gentle. Once you have all the holes and you get in on the bigger one, you can just kind of run through it like that. Just give it a little pressure, but not too much, and take it nice and easy. And I'm telling you guys right now, everything you do is at your own risk. There's all sorts of ways of cutting your holes. If you know a better way, go for it. But this is nice, easy, fast, gets the job done, no issues. And see, guys, you see how there's wires there? That's why we move them out of the way when we do our job. Now that this fits in there perfectly, we have that cut out perfectly. Boom. We're gonna move this aside. We're gonna get the vacuum. Alright guys, check this out. It's all cut out, ready. Put it through the back and pull that tongue out. You will see. You can see Buckles in the back. Got that latch through. I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna take this clip out. Now I'm gonna force this into here. Boom. Right? Push that back there. Hold on to this. Do not let go. Take the original piece. Boom, boom, boom. Have to push down hard on this. Boom. Alright. You know, just get it back in there. Once you get it in there, you can let go. It'll sit just like that, even though we don't have the screws in yet. Grab our drill and grab these 2 screws. We're gonna put our hand back in there, grab the back of the boat buckle, and as we put these screws in, we're gonna align the boat buckle and be careful drilling in. Do it right, take your time. I like to go slow. Okay, so check this out. Once you start drilling the screw into the hole and you go just a tad bit in as you're holding the buckle, you will feel it like latching onto the screw to where the buckle's going forward and the screw's going in. Then you know, okay, I'm on it. It's going on the plastic. Stop right there. Get on the other side. Boom. Let's align it. Get it in there. Boom. So as I did that, I felt the back of the buckle catch onto it and get pulled towards the screw, right? Now I'm not gonna go super tight with it. I'm just gonna go enough, but I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna hand tighten these with the Phillips screwdriver. Now pretty much the boat buckle's in there, it's done, it's screwed in. You can grab it from the back, move it around, nothing's happening. It's on there solid, tight. Check this out. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. Look how clean it looks. After all that drilling, the ugliness. I'm gonna do one more vacuum and wipe down and it'll look brand new. But check this out. Boom, 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 boom. All right, now place that where you want it. Run the buckle all the way. Make sure it fits. And make sure it's aligned enough, because if you go too far out, you won't be able to reach and buckle it in. Make sure it's aligned and facing the right way. That way you don't have it all sideways or whatever. So now that it's aligned, which I already did, go ahead and screw this sucker in. And boom, this unsatisfied customer has his boat buckles ready.
Don't listen to Brett. The boat has been in the shop.
They're both there, done. They magically have rods on them with his little fruit cup.